Because it's like there's something every day. It's
Oh yeah,
small
yeah.
things. Like today, for instance, is one of those days where I am just fighting all the inanimate objects in my house, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's a losing battle, obviously. So yeah, like it makes you feel like a real Ubermensch, you know? I feel so I
Uber-
feel so smart when I'm having an argument
Right.
with like the corner of a table or some shit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's when your real potential gets unlocked.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, and I don't know. Like um I think it's also just one of those like weeks where everything is hurting. I don't know why. I've got like carpal tunnel in both wrists,
Oh shit.
or I don't know if it's actually carpal tunnel, but it's close. It feels like it's the beginning of it, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
scaring me anyway.
like a RSI.
I don't know. And you know, with me, it's like I'm not gonna Google it. I don't want to know any like the less I know about things that ailments that I might be suffering from, the better. Um,
But I mean,
but it's
you draw and stuff a lot, don't you? So it's possible that you might be getting
it
some
could
kind of
be
strain.
that. It could be it could be my um standing vertical mouse, which I got specifically for the reason of preserving the integrity of my wrists. And I'm concerned that maybe it is the cause of this new carpal tunnel situation. So
It's possible.
yes, yeah, man. It's also
The other thing is you spend a lot of time using your phone.
not actually. I don't, because you'd think it's something that you're gripped in a specific position, you know, for a long time. But I can't really think of anything that I'm overexerting it with.
Because I remember there was a time
I've definitely
when I
cut
would.
down the amount of jerking off, so
Yeah, so it can't be that.
so it can't be that.
Yeah, I remember there was a time when I would like stand on my phone a lot, like during lulls at work, and but
Oh,
and I would just like be
mm,
scrolling, and that caused like
yeah.
strain injuries on both of my wrists.
Yes, and it's scary because if you play instruments or anything, you know what's funny is I'm more worried about the inability to play a guitar one day than the inability to draw. It's
Oh,
kind of
really?
funny.
That is interesting.
Yeah. I think I could give it up drawing altogether because it's like as soon as I started getting into drawing and art and stuff again, like you instantly realize that there is always someone better than you.
But
So it's
that's everything
and
though.
then you
That's
that's
like,
true.
yeah.
That's so true. But I don't know why I think it's more like obvious with art because with music, say it's a guitar, it's acceptable to play it badly as well.
There's
You
different
can
ways.
still
Yeah,
make
yeah.
yeah.
With
And
a
usually
bad drawing is a
with
bad
visual art,
drawing.
a bad drawing is a bad drawing. Sometimes people are into like that really rough, like childlike style. You see a lot of that Adult Swim. I'm
Yes.
really into that, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that they can't draw. It just means
They're
they're
choosing to do
like
that.
drawing style, yeah. And and also like you can still do art stuff without the actual act of drawing.
True.
But I don't know who you gotta already have some money to throw around if you want to pay someone to play instruments for you in a band or something, you know? Just be like, hey, I'm starting a band, but I'm not gonna be playing any of these instruments. It's too tedious for me.
Yeah, just tell everyone what to play.
Yeah. But yeah, look, and I've got even like got one of these wrist guard things that you wear it like at night or something.
Oh yeah.
But that just you don't want to be overly dependent on it. I think then that's also bad.
True.
And
Yeah, for
then
sure.
I also now I look like that World of Warcraft guy, the
Oh yeah, yeah. How
the
do you
the
kill that which
super
has no
nerd
life?
from yes from South Park, who's apparently based on a real person. So it's
Yeah,
like,
it's a
if not
Blizzard.
inspired by millions of people.
It's a
Yeah,
dude that works at Blizzard. It's based on him.
yeah,
His
yeah,
that
and it's
guy's
like, oh,
son
now I
is
look a little bit more like that guy.
that guy's son is like a popular guy on YouTube right now.
I actually I know that as well, through that guy's channel.
Yeah,
I
that
know the channel's Pirate Software,
pirate
but I don't
software.
know what
Yeah,
his name is.
I don't know his dad's
But he's
name,
pretty cool.
but yeah, there was a
No, I don't know. But
thing,
his dad is so famous.
there was a whole ordeal with
Mm.
that pirate software guy in the last like couple of weeks, just for being like an absolute like
Oh,
knobhead. Yeah.
oh God, what did he do? Has
No,
he been cancelled or something?
no, it was compared to all the shit that's floating around these days. It's nothing. It's just he's just being an absolute
Right.
douchebag and like uh, basically
Mm.
just being an asshole when they were to his teammates on whatever game they were playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just not a good game. Just a bad game.
Not a good teammate. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like
Yeah.
lying
Look,
when he
I
gets
think.
called out for it. It was just like a whole silly like
Yeah.
stupid drama.
Yeah. Like minor drama, but drama nonetheless. The
Yeah.
internet will take anything and make it so much worse.
I was expecting that like weirder shit was gonna come out because he um, is apparently like a furry as well,
Oh my God.
and yeah, he's got some furry alter ego called damn, what was the name of it? Moldavius fig
Is
tree
it
or
a
something like
D&D player?
that. Something like Moldavius
That
fig tree.
sounds like a D&D character.
Yeah, yeah. Is apparently like anthropomorphic ferret.
Lovely.
But the dude
Oh,
owns a
so
ferret.
hot.
The dude owns a ferret rescue. So I thought we were going to be hearing about like ferret cock sleeves
Oh,
or something.
it's his secret merch line that's only on his Patreon.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ferret skin dong warmers.
you know, it's it's like it's like basically, if I imagine that within a few months, if I were ever famous in any capacity, I'm pretty sure within a few months I would effectively be, canceled, or something would happen, because it just I don't feel like a flawless, impeccable human.
Yeah.
And I just know that, like, the way that the internet works, like, you can only exist on there so long until something gets unearthed, or, context is lost or something.
Yeah,
And
it's
so it's like, I'm not a furry, but shit, like, what was he expecting? You can't be famous and also be a furry. Come now.
unless you're
Unless,
gonna embrace it fully, you know.
yes, you have to 100% own it
Like
from the get-go.
there is a
Yeah.
dude. Your movie sucks. He does like movie reviews and stuff.
Ah, okay.
He's a well-known horseman furry.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he calls himself a fur because he's gay and a furry.
Oh, good. That's nice. Um, you got to keep those words alive in the lexicon. Like,
Yeah,
we really need more of those words.
yeah. You know,
Uh,
we got our fur, we got our creature queers.
oh my God. It's like, I think of all the kinks, the one that I've been happy to sort of like not understand, and just let it be, because I know I will never truly like get it. And that's furry. Or,
Yeah.
or whatever, like I'm sure there's more, like, of a
Oh
like, there's
man,
probably
the
subcategories and
you
stuff, but yeah.
you've pretty much like you've in the dark hit the nail right on the head, man. Like
Yeah.
it goes so deep. It's it's just honestly it's bizarre. There's
Yeah.
another dude on YouTube called Deadwing Dork. He does a lot of he does a lot of live streams where he'll he'll dive into like just weird, like degenerate, as he calls them, users, like like
Mm,
people online, like this
yeah,
this user, that user. Yeah, but he uses
yeah,
he uses user as like a pejorative, like
yeah. This freaking use.
yeah. Um, he so one of the subsets of his users is the I think
Mm,
if I remember correctly, he calls them sex weirdos,
yeah.
and it's a lot of like furries and like just really like weird people.
Mm,
But what I learned from watching those streams is like about like the subsets of the furries. And like you were saying, like that's
yeah.
probably where it gets real dark, and you're 100% right about that because that's where you find your diaper furs and your baby furs
Mm,
and like that kind of
mhm.
stuff, where it's like adult baby diaper lover overlap with the furry community as well. And that is where it really it gets
That's
really
where the
dark.
gold is.
Yeah, that's where you meet people like
This
Pamper Chew.
these names, man. And it's like a Venn diagram of like disturbing.
Yeah, yeah, and
Um,
the more layers overlap, the more disturbing it becomes.
it's like okay, so it's hard to make fun of these people because it's like they're so brazenly like from another
Planet.
like world, you know. And it's like it's like they're aliens in some sense. So like you can't make fun of them because they're already taking all your ammunition by just
They're impervious
proudly,
to it.
I guess. Maybe pride. You know what? I'm assuming too much. I actually don't know if pride is encouraged. Maybe they're supposed to feel bad about their kinks and stuff. I don't know.
I
But
feel like most of
it's
them are
like
pretty proud of it, at least from what I've seen.
okay, so the even with the baby one, there's no self degradation or
I
something.
feel like there's
It's
more.
just
Excuse me. They have more of a sense of like righteous defiance.
oh oh okay, that's interesting because
Yeah.
they could sort of they could kind of like band together and sort of form a small army of,
They
you know,
they
I don't
essentially
know
do.
who they're gonna march on City Hall or something.
I mean, they essentially do. I mean, furry conventions exist, and these guys are there.
So okay, so a furry convention. First of all, if there ever were a furry convention in South Africa,
Oh lord,
I would tell you that we have to go
we need to
to.
infiltrate that
Oh,
shit.
we probably infiltrate and do like a mini documentary.
Yeah,
But
dude,
the
Gonzo
thing is, it's
journalism.
probably really hard to fake it and to get entrance because you probably have to prove in
Ah,
some way
well, I mean,
that you.
I've I've seen like on YouTube, there's dudes like Turkey Tom who've gone in. Well, ironically, with that name, he's not a furry, but he went.
Okay,
He's gone
just a
into.
fan of.
I think there was some story about a turkey sandwich. I don't remember, but he went into
Okay.
a furry convention and like interviewed people and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he managed to infiltrate into the dark side,
Mm.
but I think he's just a pussy. I think we could do it.
I think I think we could do better, and I think we could make it more entertaining. Because the thing is, I don't expect to really have my mind changed. Maybe if it was just a sex convention, there would be something that could entice me, I guess. But when I'm going into this one, I would be knowing that I'm gonna get a bit weirded out. And the
Yeah,
thing is, it's also probably because my first experience with a real person that was a furry
yeah. No,
was at animation school, and
oh
there
wait,
was a person.
you've actually met a furry in real life.
I have, I actually forgot that. But this is probably why I'm hesitant and more judgmental because it's like I gave that person, I wasn't like weird or rude to them or awkward. Like I would talk to them, but they would do so many things that would make it really hard for you to just have a conversation like a person with them because they every day at class they would bring um like a stuffed animal, and I, you know, and then they talk about the animal, but then they talk about their real animals back home. And so, like, it's that juxtaposition where you don't trust that they treat their animals in the ways that you might. And then they have this already strange relationship with this puppy toy.
Mm.
And it's like, boy, the lines are blurred. I don't know
Yeah.
which dog you're referring to now. And then this person also had a boyfriend. Now, there was a point after months where everyone was like, shit, has she been talking about her boyfriend, her real pet, or the toy?
So there's
And
three
it
layers
was
of
like,
confusion to this.
this, yeah. And the lecturers obviously could tell she was a bit odd and
Mm.
like with wearing she had like these little paw mitts, that she would put on.
Oh, I see.
And and it really did feel like a choice, like a lifestyle, because they committed to it every day, and so you in if you're a nice person, I guess
You just
you
roll with
would
it.
try and respect it.
Mm.
You roll with it, but you're and also I had a friend who was he was just really young, and he was just pretty like in general kind of like homophobic or something,
Mm.
like it was just a typical lad, and
Right.
he was also like he wasn't he definitely didn't have any people in his life that were even say gay. So
Mm.
like this was too much.
Like those guys who
And
aren't like they're not
mm,
homophobic for reasons like for their morals or whatever. They're just like that's weird, bruh.
yeah, yeah, exactly like that.
Mm.
So I knew he wasn't like a truly bad guy, or he wasn't trying to be like malevolent, but this was just something that he would never be able to comprehend. And anyway, he got in trouble for saying something. I wasn't there, but it was like a big deal because obviously they got to handle it in a certain way.
Right.
And so then after that, everyone was like walking on eggshells. And then to the real highlight of this character, this person, is at the end of the year, with the end of the year party, which they had at like a club that they'd like reserved. So we had the whole club to ourselves. Uh, Club sound makes it sound really cool. It was a bit of an awkward evening. Like it was a club, and then there's all these nerds and geeks and animation guys and like they're not they're not typically at clubs. So
Right.
everyone's just like a little
Don't know what to
little
do with
unsure of what they're
themselves.
supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this chickie came and they're with her boyfriend, but you see his face for most of the night because he was wearing a full dog's head and the mitts on his hands, and then he had a full length like leather coat,
Damn.
and he must have been swelteringly
Good
hot in that thing.
God.
Like, and that's what bothered me the most. It was like, why? Who
Dude,
would be that committed to do that?
most people who have to experience what he experienced that night get paid to do that. Like mascots,
Oh
people who
yeah,
work at Disneyland. You have to pay people to
exactly.
endure that.
He's doing that shit for
He
free.
is doing that shit
Oh
for
my
free.
God.
I can't believe it.
And it was a pretty cool leather coat, very Neo, very Matrix, but
What kind of
honestly,
what kind
like
of dog head was it? Was it like
it was huge.
was
It
it
would have been probably really heavy.
was it like a fluffy thing or was it like leather or like what are we talking here?
No, so it had not like a BDSM kind of leather. It was just like a mascot, like a Disneyland dog or sort
Made
of
out of some
doggy
kind of
cat
like
looking.
felt or something.
Yeah, stylized dog, so it looks like a
Mm,
cartoon. So
mm,
his eyes
mm.
look goofy.
Okay,
And then the
you're
hands
fairly
match.
typical like furry kind of mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I sh- and I don't know if he was drinking at all because I thought sure maybe he has like a long straw or something
Did he take the mask
that
off at
he
any point or was he dog
I
mode
think
the entire
right at
time?
the end of the night he took it off. I
Mm.
did see his face. He looked like I don't know, you know,
Normal
I don't
dude
know,
or
I don't rude, but he looked exactly like the kind of white guy
okay.
that I would expect
Okay.
to put on a furry helmet.
Okay.
And like,
Like your neck beardy kind of type or what?
yeah, a little neck beardy. but like super skinny because he was actually quite tall. So it
Hmm.
made the dog persona very like actually kind of intimidating.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Oh man. But you know, I wish them well, I guess.
Yeah, no, I
I hope
mean,
they're enjoying their best lives. I'm sure they are because it seems almost not self-indulgent, but it seems like
you have to be
once you've
somewhat,
committed to something like
yeah,
that.
you have to somewhat like remove yourself from the world around you to
Yeah,
really like commit yourself to
yeah,
something like that. Because imagine walking around like that every day, feeling self-conscious. You know, there's no way it can't be done.
no,
They have to be so
no, they
secure in
have
it.
to feel okay with.
Yeah. So
Oh
I'm sure
man,
that they're enjoying life,
but like, yeah, they probably are.
especially if they've
It would
moved
be
out of
so
their parents'
funny.
house. Because I that's the one place that I can
Yeah,
imagine it becomes a real problem for them would be at home with their parents. But if they live on their own,
yeah,
they're probably having a great
yeah,
time
yeah,
playing
probably. And
fetch. You know, I don't know.
hiding the bone in the yard.
Yeah.
You know,
They've got their own yard that they can dig holes in. Mom and dad don't complain.
yeah,
They have someone that they
it's
pay to come over once a week to fill the holes back in so they can dig it again.
yeah. I bet they probably need like a caretaker or like a someone who plays the human so
Yeah.
that they can
Yeah, I
actually
was about to
like
say
do laundry and get.
dogs can't do chores, dude.
Yeah,
All,
no opposable
they
thumbs.
can bring in the newspaper. That's about it.
Exactly. And I mean, I would, as I was saying, I would go to a convention for the lols, I guess, but
I
I
definitely
might get a little creeped out after.
no, you would, but you go there to get creeped out, so it'll be mission
Mm,
accomplished. Like if I go there and I don't get creeped out, I'm gonna be disappointed. You know, like
yeah.
this
Mm,
isn't. If I didn't want to get creeped out, you know, I just go to any
yeah.
normal convention. This is
Yeah.
a very specific
Yeah.
experience I'm after.
Mission. Mm, yeah, and the thing is,
But can you
like,
imagine? Can you
okay,
imagine a furry convention
yeah,
getting off the ground in South Africa? Because I can't.
yeah, I also don't think so because I think where I saw this person is one of the specific like instances that you might come across them in the workplace, so to speak. And it's like, I just don't think you'd get a job in corporate, like if you were wearing things, you know?
Absolutely not.
Uh, and
Definitely
where
not.
else could you get a job? You need to work remotely all the time.
You'd need to work remotely, or you'd need to be in some very kind of like accepting
Yeah.
environment. Like probably
Yeah.
maybe something in the arts, but even then, you're like limited. Like,
Yes. Yeah. I feel like this person was a student, so they were paying the school
yeah,
money.
and it's
So
like
that
whatever.
money is
Do your thing. Is just keep
yeah,
paying the
yeah,
school fees.
yeah. I don't care what you do at night. Just keep sending me all this delicious money.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, in the workplace, it's different. They would maybe be forced to hire you or something, and then I think
But
a way to fire you.
I don't think they. Yeah, I don't think they'd be forced to accept your headgear though, because I
No,
don't think
no,
furries are
because it might be
recognized as a
considered.
protected class.
Yeah, it could also be a case of like because with corporate, it's always about how are you representing the company's agenda or narrative, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Especially if you're
if
public
that's why
facing.
like yeah exactly, and that's why what you do on social media still matters because someone's gonna look can research your name and find out like that you have a personal life and you do this and that. So it's like even if they took the headgear off during like video calls and meetings and stuff, I think it would come out eventually, and it would definitely not be on brand for the company. So it's
No.
like, could you imagine the head of IT was just a big old furry, and I don't even think
Some dude in an
IT
owl
would
mask
would
just
get
like pops out.
when you're in trouble. That's when they go in character, and then you have to sit and get scaled out by an owl of some kind. Owl man.
Oh man, yeah,
Oh
no,
God.
that's.
And then somehow he gets his owl head to rotate 360
I
degrees.
was just thinking about that. Like,
Well,
how's he gonna achieve that effect? Always watching you.
simple. Oh my God. Yeah, the eyes could be really scary
Definitely.
for this kind of thing.
Introducing the latest innovation from Verismaak. Is your adventurous lifestyle starting to take over? Are your laundry bills getting out of hand? Ideal for the active furry. After a long weekend spent out yiffing in your best suit, there is simply no amount of bleach and baby powder in the world that could expel that malodorous stench. You need Neurovent Pro, the world's first hyper-engineered microclimate stabilization system designed exclusively for the furry head when in motion. It channels airflow through a labyrinth of ducts, intake valves, and silent quad-core fans that redistribute oxygen throughout your suit with the precision of a Swiss watch. Each unit comes installed with a custom biometric heat mapping array that targets forehead perspiration 0.6 seconds after it is expelled from your pores, ensuring your head stays cool while your rivals overheat in their suits of shame. The Pro Edition is equipped with a closed-loop hydro reclamation chamber that responsibly recycles and triple filters your bodily fluids by converting liquid output into lab-grade cooling mist, delivered through strategically placed micro nozzles targeting your neck, your back, your pussy, and other thermally ambitious zones. Neurovent Pro. It's not just ventilation, it's a self-contained atmospheric ecosystem engineered with enough tubes, sensors, and blinking lights. It could reassure a child even if they were trapped helpless and screaming within the belly of old Freddy Fazbear. Buy yours today.
It's also making me think of there's been a couple of horror movies that have come out in the last few years because Winnie the Pooh and
Oh yeah, blood and
Steamboat
honey.
Willie, these things. Yeah. So like that's actually what I think of. That's like my second thought. Basically, my first thought when I think of furries is I think, when do they pick up the cleaver and start like hacking? And because then they would look like a horror movie villain, and
I
like
think the
any one of these furries.
I think the obvious joke is that most of them don't have the upper body strength to pick up a cleaver and swing it at you.
Right. They're weak as shit. They're just
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Like the mousetrap. That's what I was thinking specifically as well, because
I haven't
the
heard of that.
mousetrap has got Mickey Mouse head, and it doesn't take. They don't change much from the Mickey Mouse design to make it scary. It's just context. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
It was with the I didn't see the what is it, mousetrap?
yeah. The mousetrap is the most recent. Well, they're both Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey came
Yeah,
out
blood and
in
honey I heard of.
2024.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
there's
saw like
clearly a lot
stills.
more than I realized.
Yeah, it's all that
There's
stuff
one.
is public domain now, right? Or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, exactly. Screamboat is the steamboat parody
my
that'll come
God.
out in 2025.
Wow.
Yeah,
Screamboat Willie.
yeah. One of these kind of, it's not quite furry. This is the villain is genuinely furry. It's a bear, a real bear. It's called Cocaine Bear. I actually
Oh, I've
wanted to
heard of
watch
that.
that one.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
That does sound stupid, but it sounds funny stupid.
What is the
Yeah.
what is the premise of that? A bear ingests cocaine and goes on a rampage, or what is it?
It's basically that. It's got, okay, yeah, it doesn't have bad actors. It's got Ray Liotta, who's that sort of, he was always like gangsters and mafia
Yeah.
characters. And then Kerry Russell is another actress, so it's got some, I'm assuming it was a bear in captivity before like a circus, and it escaped, and there's It's probably Ray Liotta's cocaine, I bet,
Yeah, no,
because
that sounds about
I've
right.
seen him snort cocaine in a movie before, I swear.
He just looks
Uh,
like the type of guy as well.
yeah. Um, yeah, so yeah, look, there are to pivot a little to like these kind of silly horror comedies and stuff. There are some that are good, but it's like one in every 20. Like
No doubt.
there was one that we watched like a month ago called uh was it Invisible Raptor? It was about an invisible raptor.
Yeah, self-explanatory.
Uh yep. It's The Invisible Raptor. It was actually pretty funny, but the main guy, the lead actor is he like wrote the movie or directed it or something, and his acting is not super duper. But his like his like buddy and his like right hand man is like
The foil.
the comedic relief, you know. And and because it's like it's an invisible raptor, so they didn't have to do the CGI, right? So that's probably the
That's
main reason.
genius. That's genius.
But then they were quite like some of the deaths are kind of creative and like so there's definitely value there, but it's still not 10 out of 10. And the one like a couple of cliches they will completely go the other way. So like there's the girl that you know he's interested in. She is got the hots for him for some reason. No, it makes no sense.
Right.
um
He's
but
just
the
inexplicably
female
magnetic.
lead, yeah, the female lead has a kid. She has a little daughter, and like from the beginning, like within the first scene, she's like, oh, I don't care about her. She's from it's my ex's, my ex-husband's kid or whatever. Like, oh, like I'm dropping it off with my ex later this afternoon, so whatever. And so she's actually this terrible mother. She just hates her child. But it is funny because you were really expecting it to end with a like, oh, I'll adopt it. It's usually like, you know,
It's a
the
happy
two get
ending for
together.
everybody, yeah.
Now it's a happy little impromptu family, and they totally threw that out.
I love
And
it. That sounds
they were just like,
awesome.
I fucking hate children. And then that's the thing they go with. So I
I love that.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I love that sounds great. I like
Yeah.
I like a non-traditional ending. I hate movies that end with and everything was fine for everyone, you know? Like and everyone was
Yeah.
nice and happy and they broke
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah. It's very it's I can't think of anywhere where that works really anymore.
Yeah, it's just been
But
done too many times, you know? It's you
you know,
you see it coming every time. It's just the default ending.
yeah. Yeah. And then another one which I'm pretty sure we watched it together actually. It was Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
I don't think so. That
Do you
doesn't
remember
sound
that?
that doesn't sound familiar.
Oh, damn. That one you should definitely watch. Like
Hmm.
that's even better. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
I'll check that
And
out for sure.
it's about two hillbillies. They're not really hillbillies, they just look like hillbillies, and they were going on a fishing vacation. And then a bunch of dumbass college kids pitch up at their cabin and start helping themselves. And then suddenly, inexplicably, like they start dying, but they're just accidental deaths because they're freaking out about the presence of these two hillbilly guys. And basically, they end up all getting themselves killed. And Tucker and Dale have to kind of like prove that they're not the bad guys,
Okay.
and almost survive the slandering of their name.
That's
It
actually
was
that's
good.
actually a nice little spin on the whole like cabin in the woods hillbilly killer kind of trope.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
the sound of
this
that.
one was good.
Yeah, no, that sounds pretty good. I just looked it up. It looks promising. I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, definitely. This one, I mean, the Invisible Raptor is like, it's mostly there, but this one was pretty good.
Invisible
Um,
Raptor sounds great as
and
well.
like,
Have you seen
Yeah.
Rubber?
Rubber?
I think it's called Rubber.
Oh, is that about the tire?
The tire, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I heard about it. I want to watch it.
It's ridiculous,
It's
man.
this lethal uh, serial killing tire.
Yeah, it's literally just this tire that rolls around and just murders everyone. Ah, man, I saw that a good couple of years ago. It's such a bizarre concept, and the fact that it became so widely known. When you watch the movie, you'll be thinking like who saw this and thought, let me tell everyone about this. It's a bad
Spread
movie.
the word.
It's a bad movie, but goddamn, is the concept not hilarious?
I see here.
It's played very
It's
straight, by the way.
uh,
Like throughout the movie,
yeah.
it's not like there's not
There's no twists.
there's no twist. There's no irony in it at all.
Mm-mm.
I don't think they intended it to be scary. Is not what I'm saying, but the mood
Mm,
is very like serious.
yes,
I'm sure they
which
knew
makes
that
it
it was.
funny.
Yeah. I'm sure they knew it was
Yeah.
funny though. I'm sure they knew it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta appreciate when people experiment like that.
Hmm.
But I also see it's Quentin Dupieux is the director, so it's a French. It says French production, so
That
you know
explains a
what the
lot.
French. I love the weird shit.
Oh,
I love those
absolutely.
weird movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like Enter the Void is a international production, but I blame the French mostly for how weird that movie was.
Yeah, they just
It's I
don't
think
have
it was
any.
I think the director was a French guy and the movie was mostly filmed in Japan. So come on. Like
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be
yeah.
fucking weird.
Oh hell, yeah, for sure. Um, oh
You got
wow, yeah,
the
that movie
weirdos of
seems
Europe
super.
and the weirdos of Asia like together.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. I
Mm.
think the best thing
It's a
that the
great movie.
best things that the Europeans gave the world is their weird hobbies, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like the Germans, they're always into some kinky shit, and the French are always up to no good.
Yeah.
Just
Conniving
not
and
listening to
scheming.
anyone else. And yeah, man. And then like you gotta love the Eastern European stuff that's even
Dude,
more
there's nothing
like
better than just going like on YouTube and just watching like Slav compilations.
yeah
Just
they
Eastern Europeans
they
doing the
are also on
craziest
another
shit.
planet.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Slavs,
Slav
Slavs
planet.
and Slavs and Arabs, dude.
Oh man. Oh dude, no, I'm completely forgetting, man. Nollywood. That's where the future
Oh
is.
man, Nollywood has some of the greatest movies of all time. Some of the best movies I've seen in my life came out of Nigeria. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. Like
Yes.
Daddy's Property, Beyonce, the President's Daughter, um, The Great Skeleton. There was a couple of
Um,
bangers, dude.
you've got a few there, like right. You've got a few ready there.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. Those are some of my all-time favorites.
clearly, clearly you are a fellow fan
Oh,
of Nollywood. You must like
connoisseur.
make an effort to sort of watch some of them, but like, on purpose and not just like randomly catch things on
Oh yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
because
Dude, I would love to rewatch Daddy's Property. That is one of the greatest movies of all time.
okay, I've got a Google Doc
Mm,
in front of me just for any like random ideas and
nice,
things
nice.
that we can, talk about. So I'm gonna actually just put Daddy's Daughter down
Daddy's
and
Property.
Daddy's
Apparently
Property,
you don't see
and
the
then
difference, but okay.
and then I really appreciated Beyonce.
Beyonce, the
What is
President's
it?
Daughter. I think there was
Okay.
also one called Beyonce versus Rihanna, if I remember correctly.
The prison. So this is the best. You know what? And I bet there's not a lot of people that review uh, Nigerian
Oh,
films. So
that's
I
true.
think it's pretty. Yeah, and specifically coming from our perspective, not being Nigerian ourselves,
Yeah, yeah.
I think it could be interesting. But like obviously Bollywood's amazing as well.
Yeah, but
I've seen a fair
people have
few.
been on that train for a while now.
It's true,
Mm.
and I feel like they've passed the baton on now to
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nigeria.
Like Singham is still
Yeah,
one of
so they got
the
to up their game.
all-time classics. But
Fuck yes, I love that movie. All of those movies.
oh yeah, Singham is like a expanded universe of movies.
There's the SCU, the Singham Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of it, but it's pretty big.
It's it's some good shit, man. You know, only
Yeah,
the only the cream of the crop.
Robert Downey Jr. Eat your heart out, man.
You know, you'd have nothing on whoever plays Singham.
That guy. I think I did know his
His
name at
name
one
is
point
Dev
because I had a
something, I think.
yeah, I had a friend who was like really into the Singham movies. Yeah, it's Ajay Dev GN. Yeah, Inspector bah Bajirao
Bajirao.
Singham.
Bajirao Singham.
Bajirao.
Well,
Bajirao.
welcome to Goa, Singham.
Oh my God, do you remember? I don't know which one it was, but I'm assuming it might be like a recurring character. But there was one of the other policemen in his like department that would play this like mouse character. He was like an overweight
No,
guy,
no, no. He wasn't a
and
detective.
he
He was just like a little rascal that was accompanying. There were these two
yeah,
comedic foil characters who would always interact with Singham and the love interest. It was
yes,
it was like the Majin Buu type of guy, and some other guy.
yeah,
The mouse guy who you're referring to is like he's like a Majin Buu type
yes,
character. Like
yes,
I just
for
remember
sure.
him like there was a shot where they had like a close up of his face. He like turns to the camera and goes like,
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Oh my word.
"Oh
There has to be
man,
there's probably like a name for that kind of character. Like we're just saying Majin Buu character because that makes a lot of sense to me. But there's probably like a trope or
there's
something, you know?
definitely. I mean, most of these characters are like stock characters, you know, like archetypes."
Mm, yeah, archetypes. Wow. Um, it's fucking fascinating. I love it because honestly, high budget movies that we're supposed to take seriously and pay to see these days can be just dog shit, you know? So it's
Sterile.
like, wouldn't you just appreciate the fact that there are many things one can film and enjoy, and you don't have to take them seriously? Thank God, because guess what? It's apparently really hard to make a good movie because no
Yeah.
one can seemingly get it right anymore.
Yeah,
Like it just happens every now and then, I
the
guess.
regular. I mean, the
Yeah.
frequency of good movies is. I feel like it's definitely dropped. Even though I feel like
It re-
the number of movies that comes out every year has surely gone up. I feel.
Yeah. And I also just like even when I find one that I enjoy, I'm basically like I'm half of the time I'm softly cushioning my opinion because if I usually say like I liked it, I was entertained, but then I'll my final like thought will be if I were a director or if I were just part of this on the at the table and I was maybe giving a little
If you had
advice,
to
I
say,
would have
yeah.
been like, hey, maybe you think about this subplot that you just abandoned and think
Right.
about fact that the ending is so generic and maybe don't like tease a sequel if you don't have a sequel in the works or just try to make one movie a solo movie without a plan for a trilogy or a plan for merchandise or something, you
And
know.
yeah,
um
and then on the other
that
hand,
that's usually the recipe for success,
and on the other hand,
you
you've
know.
got all these movies that come out that almost feel like they were just written by like an AI or something. Like the plot just kind of meanders and doesn't go anywhere.
Mhm.
Characters
Yeah,
just sort of appear and disappear, and no purpose. Things just happen, you know?
yeah, yeah. No, it's exhausting. Plus, when you've watched so many movies in your life, you do develop like expectations because
Yeah.
you've seen movies before, right? Like, so it's like, I
But
don't
I'm
know.
at the point where
I mean, in general, it's disappointing.
I'm at the point where I
Yeah,
hardly even watch movies. It's just like the the
yeah,
percentage of good movies is just so low that
yeah,
there's other things I can do with my
absolutely.
time rather than be disappointed consistently.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, like I mean, I don't feel like it right now, but like if I had to, I could come up with a list of maybe 5 good movies that came out in the last potentially 5 years. Like, like, and that's not a good ratio given, like you said, there's so many that come out with a lot of money behind them. Um, and unfortunately, a lot of the ones that I would suggest are also probably very niche. So I'm gonna like it, but not everyone will like it.
That's also
Um,
true. Like
like,
the good movies don't
yeah,
always have mass appeal.
yeah. And I'm also like, if you're a movie fan, I think I'm like desperate for a good movie. And then when I go, I'm like, I want to be happy. I want to enjoy it. So I'm like
Yeah.
trying
You
really
go
hard.
in there with that expectation that I'm going to be entertained.
Mm,
Yeah.
but that's a mistake. Um,
Because
yeah,
most of the time you're
uh,
just setting yourself up for disappointment.
yeah. And the first thing that came to mind, I kind of like the latest Alien movie because it was like a return to the original sort of background and vibe of Alien, the first
Oh
one.
yeah?
But compared to the game, Alien Isolation, the game is superior. And I know there's more time in a game, but I'm fairly sure that the time you spend in the game, most of it is playing a game. So like building a gun and then hiding from the alien.
Not
But
just the storytelling.
all that shit, yeah, all that could be reduced to a scene or two where like it's but that should make it more intense because it's so much faster. And I again I left it at my final thought is I would have tweaked this and that. I would have made it a little bit more brutal or a little bit more, you
Suspenseful or
know,
something.
yeah, yeah. Like exactly. Like there's a gauge, and they had it at 8, and I can tell you exactly where you could have gone to 10. And then it's like I'm not an expert. How is it that I'm fairly confident that that if they would have just taken my opinion, some random might have improved the movie. Like that doesn't
How
make
did they
I
not
can't.
see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense at
Um.
all.
Yeah. But yeah, that's. I think if we ever like, I think that's why we shouldn't actually ever like try and review. I've never really wanted to review movies as like a content creating type thing
Yeah.
because I don't want to. I don't believe that I have the final word on all movies, but I could definitely talk endlessly about like Singham or something like that.
Oh yeah, because it'll be nothing but praise.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
but
no, I'd love to.
yeah,
And like I said, Daddy's
that would be
properties,
fun.
we have to talk about that. I mean, for example, like two things that always come to my mind. I'm pretty sure. Okay, one I know for sure is from Daddy's property. The other one, not 100% sure. It might be from something else, and I'm getting it confused. But I remember there was a
Yeah.
scene where this couple are walking across a busy street. Like, it was a long scene. They obviously
Yeah.
couldn't close the street down for the scene, so they just had to wait for traffic. And
Yeah.
very like the extent of editing in this thing is pressing
Mm.
record and pressing stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's all they were doing.
that was a long scene just watching these guys get across the street with what appeared to
Mm.
be the sound of like maybe some kind of radio or CD player like next to the camera
Uh,
to provide
mm.
the backdrop, which was just this same one song that played through every every scene. When if there was
Oh
music, it
my
was that
word.
same song.
Oh my word. That sounds incredible.
And then the one that was
It's a little
definitely,
CD player.
sorry.
It's just so funny to imagine that it's just a little CD player, like
That's what it
sitting
sound.
next
That's what it sounded
on a
like, man.
stool. Oh my
It
God.
didn't sound like it was
Uh,
overlaid. It didn't seem like any like post production like editing was done at all. It was just like whatever was caught on that camera is what made it into the
mm,
final cut. But
yeah.
there was another scene in Daddy's Property where so this man, he's got like, if I remember correctly, he's got multiple wives and they each live in like different little houses on his property. And and
It's a
then
great setup. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and the new wife comes in and the butler guy is like showing her around her place, and
Mm,
he's showing her the bathroom, I think, but the door that they came in through keeps
yeah.
like swinging closed a little bit, and he keeps having to push it back open so that the camera can see them. To the point where eventually he just holds the door open for the
Like,
duration
ah,
of the
for
scene.
fuck's sake.
So this dude is just holding a door open for no apparent reason, like within the universe of the movie.
Yeah. Well, the audience needs to see. I mean, don't you understand?
There was even a scene where there was a mirror in one of the rooms, and the cameraman
They're
sees
shooting.
himself,
Uh,
and you see him
just
see
no.
himself and adjust his angle.
I'm not here. Just ignore me. My God.
Oh man, those are some of my favorite scenes in any movie of all time.
It makes it more real because it's like that Gonzo style. It's just,
Absolutely, it's raw.
no pretense. It's raw. That's true filmmaking right there.
Yeah, man, those guys
Uh,
are on the
I think,
bleeding edge.
yeah. I mean, there's something to it. Like I love to just I mean, I'm probably pushing it here, but I do think that there's something like that. I see that with music where you cut away some of the bullshit and the extra um jingle, extra bells and whistles,
Mm.
and you get something more authentic
Yeah,
and
man,
more
it's
like
like punk
more
rock
sincere.
filmmaking.
Yeah, it's punk rock filmmaking. That's a perfect analogy. They're the punk rockers. They're the real rebels of
Yeah,
today's
man.
society.
Yeah, they'd say buck your norms, and they just do what the fuck they want. And they're
Oh
like,
man.
what?
Yeah.
Adobe Premiere? What? First Cut? What?
Yeah.
Like, no, what? Press record on my camera. Fuck you.
Yeah. Post processing can suck my dick.
Although
Yeah.
I have seen a couple of movies that have like 3D effects overlaid onto the onto the movie and stuff like
Mm,
that. Yeah, yeah. There's some
yeah.
crazy special effects being done. So they can do, they can do it both ways.
Mm, yeah, they can. And like maybe one day there'll be a serious like maybe one day there might be like a high budget like Tokolosh horror movie or something, but I don't think we're there
They could
yet. I
call
think
it
it's gonna be
they could call it Beds on Bricks.
yeah. I mean, it could be good. Like if they just did it like a serious psychological drama, like a three-part series, it
Hmm.
could be good
It could
with
be.
obviously local actors, no American
Oh
actors,
yeah, yeah,
none of
yeah.
that. And that could be good, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
With the way our like local movies tend to go, it would probably be quite embarrassing to watch.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It seems to be like there's such a culture now with the film industry in South Africa, I think, and a lot of it like Cape Town, with we're just like America's bitch.
Yeah.
And America rolls in with their dollars and they pay all our artists and people with talent like nothing. And there's like an expectation that we work really hard for that, and they get to use all our beautiful locations, and they pay very little on like tax. There's a tax thing. That's why they really love filming in South Africa. And then we never get a fucking shout out, and we barely get any of our actors in the movies. And it just feels like there's no there's no ability to make from the ground up our production, and it's always, oh well, we need some American financial backing before we ever make a fucking movie.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's lame.
It's really lame. It really is.
Yeah,
It's just like we're
like
here to be like a prop.
yeah. And then unfortunately, everyone's always desperate for work, so they always go along with it.
Yeah, man. If they'll
But
pay you, you're
like
gonna do it.
Like, so there's some cool, like Resident Evil. I think a lot of them were filmed here.
Oh, really?
Or like, yeah, and like you'll often see like Cape Town City, some of the buildings, you'll see them in like American movies when they're just in a generic future city or something.
Oh.
Like I'm sure you've been there. There's this one, I don't know what it's called, but there's one like sort of glass skyscraper in Cape Town, where there's a bit of not a courtyard, but like a walkable area between two like buildings.
Right.
And that was in like one or two of the Hunger Game movies.
Oh.
I remember seeing it, pausing it, and being like, "What the fuck?" And,
I've seen this before.
only the extras were locals at that. So it's
Yeah,
like,
of course.
fish. I don't know, man. We're like the
Yeah.
New Mexico.
Yeah, pretty much. Just Mexico with water between us and them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It always pisses me off because it feels like we're not really a part of the story of movie making. We're just
A tool.
We're the tools, or we're just there to fill up a
Grunt work.
crew or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, God, Americans, man. But yeah.
But anyway, dude,
Luckily
I need to end it there.
Yeah, I see.
Get ready to go.
Cool, I'll let you end.